Arnold in live chat's mean a jackass.
We fucking or am I fucking? Come on, let's do this.
I'm ready. You ready?
To quote Bill Cosby, either we fucking or I'm fucking.
As a wise man once said, I'm too drunk.
Oh, skadoosh. What up?
What? This?
Live from the landing strip, it's the 311th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
That's Arnold.
This is Travis.
No, that's Chris.
Chris.
You almost had it right, guys.
Almost. Name.
Almost had it right. Yeah.
Woo, Nelly.
So,
I thought we were at the Staples Center. I've been there
for 4 fucking days. Yeah. If you are joining us live, thank you so much. Log into your YouTube or Google account. That way you can chat along with us on the live chat. And I'll see it here on the old handy dandy smartphone and involve you as best as I can in the show. So feel free to talk shit, fact check us, just say hi, ask us questions, whatever. If you're not watching us live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter @H Wrestling Radio. And then we also have an Instagram that we have fucking use. But yeah, we should use it one of these days. So, guys, it was a nice weekend. I want to say it was a nice weekend for wrestling.
Yeah.
A good weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day, Tater.
Yeah.
I think so.
That was good.
Okay.
It was a deadly game.
His was over there was making me
Mark.
I thought it was good. It was a good weekend. I'm going to argue that it was a good weekend.
All right, so let me start off with this.
Okay.
Robert Medlin, blah. Jojo Hernandez, decent. Daryl Hughes, forgetful. Christian Thomas, he didn't do one word. James Sky Smith, train wreck. Ernesto Soriano, nothing to jump and shout about. Hambone, confusing. Josh Gentry, useless. Sean DeFlora, using that meme of that dude after Daniel Bryan got beat by Lesnar. JD Grande, ejaculate. Elias Loredo, interesting. Mario Salas, raw. Jimmy Hernandez, unimpressive. Jose Luna, okay. One word to summarize Survivor Series.
Enough. It was enough.
Yeah?
Yeah. I sat here. I bitched about the fact that, I don't give a shit about the Raw versus SmackDown and and this and that. And I still don't really give a shit about the Raw versus SmackDown, but I found it to be interesting that Raw had a clean sweep.
6-1.
Well, correct. If you don't count, yeah, exactly. The tag team match that happened before, which I thought they were gonna. Because the last couple of years, it's like, very predictable where Raw wins one, SmackDown wins one. It's tied all the way up until the end, right?
Yep.
This year it wasn't like that.
Yep.
If you don't count the tag team match, which was on the pre-show, which WWE seemed like they weren't counting, it was.
You're not going to count it. Why are we going to watch it?
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's stupid. And that pissed me off
right because the very end of that match was really good.
It was. That was a really good match.
Yeah.
Hector 11 Har. Who's the third guy?
Fucking Hector.
I'm on my monthly appearance. I'll be back at home again next week.
He only shows up whenever Arnold has his period.
Yes.
Yeah.
One word to summarize Survivor Series.
Zite. I-Z-I-A-I-G-H-T. Zite.
Zite. No, I'm talking about. You. Give me one word.
One word.
Today.
Stuck? I don't know. I don't have the right word. It's weird.
He's the one making fun of these other people on
I know,
Facebook.
Well, why did he use one word? It was stuck.
I just have a question for the people who answered the way they did.
For Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Or over there.
Why do you all watch? Every time we post, Jesus Christ. Like I don't even check up on the status updates whenever I hear like, oh, so and so said this, and I'm just like, go outside or something. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like the product, go watch something else, dude. I've watched WWE my whole life, roughly, actually, except for about 7 years that I didn't. When I grew up, but then I grew back down, and
then you had a kid.
Yes, and I watch more than ever. But And I'm
You
like,
also
you know
watch
what?
Paw
Fuck
Patrol.
it. Look at me. Exactly. I watch Paw Patrol, and I'm a regular on Dog McStuff, and then know all the songs. So, but okay, another example, like for example, for me, I still religiously watch The Walking Dead every Sunday. I know people that are sitting in this room that hasn't watched in like 2 years. So, like, I'm just that guy. I'm loyal.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck it, let me watch. And
I'm starting to catch up. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck are those X's on the back of Daryl and Michonne.
I don't even know.
That it's fun that they're like going backwards and telling us how the
this
aftermath
season is fucking phenomenal.
They're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But my thing is
lost it.
Oh no, you're fine.
Now you know how he feels when we talk about lucha.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But my thing is like, all right, I get it. But after a while, if I didn't like The Walking Dead, I would stop watching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I just don't understand how people could. I get it. I mean, we love wrestling. Maybe that's why it's like it's better than nothing.
Well, you love it and you want it to see it do better, because there are times when it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
For example, the day before was a lot more enjoyable.
Super enjoyable.
Made you pique your interest to maybe see if Sunday was as good as Saturday.
You telling them that they should. Why are they watching? What was your highlight from Survivor Series?
My match of the week.
Oh!
What the fuck?
Match of the week pick.
Yeah, we'll get to it later.
No!
Well, we're talking about Survivor Series now, so why don't you let it out?
It's so funny.
Whip it out.
It's so funny because I kind of shit all over it all the damn time. The Cruiserweight Championship match is my match of the week. That was hands down the best wrestling match of the whole weekend. The whole 4 days.
Son of a gun.
That match was enthralling. That match was like, oh my God. It was one of those awesome times where I tell you, I like my sister-in-law's boyfriend will casually come and watch. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you watching? Hey, what are you doing this night? And he was watching. By the end of the match, he was like, holy fuck, dude. I'm like, I know.
That standing Spanish fly off the announce table.
That was badass.
The DDT, dude. He just planted him on his head.
Yeah.
That whole match was just, and it wasn't even the fact of spot monkeying. It was just great storytelling in the match, great execution of the moves. It was just a great match. I was just, it's one thing I would change is I like Mustafa. I would like in these dominants because Buddy Murphy's has been in like 3, in my opinion, match of the year candidates that don't even make y'all's list.
Right.
So if anything, he's the common denominator there. Holy fuck, this guy's the truth. And hit your wagon to this guy. So, but yeah, that match was just like, and I compared all the other matches, and I'm not saying all the other matches because he didn't. All of Saturday could be match of the week pick.
Yeah. But
to me, that's why I didn't want to start with Survivor Series. But because by the end of the show, I might have maybe changed my mind, but I doubt it. Because I paid attention and I watched podcasts of people talking about the other matches, and I'm just like, nobody has convinced me that there wasn't a better match that week.
You know what, Arnold? I'm going to sit here and say, you know what? That match is definitely a candidate.
Bet.
That match was probably my favorite match from Survivor Series. It really was.
Wow.
I think it was that good. I think it was that good. Now I know that I'm usually the 205 mark, although I haven't been the last couple of months because I haven't watched the actual 205 live. But seeing that match on paper, I'm like, oh shit, I want to see that match. Watching the match itself, the only thing that could have made it better is if Mustafa had won.
Yeah.
That's the only gripe I have with the match at all.
But that's a fan talking.
That's a fan talking. So that's
what did you think of the match?
That's a strong contender. Chris?
It was beautiful, man. I fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a top 4 of what I thought my match of the week picks were, but this one was like trying to wiggle it while I'm asleep, like trying to get it in. Like this match, like,
hey, you up?
I don't think, because honestly, as far as flaws, I can't find anything wrong with it. There's a couple of matches to me that have toppings that make the Sunday even better. But this by itself, this straight up cookies and cream, I'm a fucking fan of cookies and cream. That's my favorite. You don't need nothing. So that's why I agree. Like this match would have been up there. I feel like this match out of the whole night got the respect it deserved.
Yeah.
When the crowd's chanting 205 in front of a crowd that can respect that kind of...
It was the only non-gimmicky match. It was the only straightforward nonsense.
Raw versus SmackDown bullshit.
Yeah, it was straight up storyline.
It's competition.
It had story to it.
So if Buddy Murphy already wrestled Cedric twice and he finally took the title off of him and he's already beaten Mustafa Ali, who would you feed him next?
Rey Mysterio.
What?
God
damn!
With or without his mask?
It doesn't matter.
Wow, really?
He's a shell of his former self.
Would you would you solidify Buddy by having him beat Ray, or would you have Ray go over?
I'm just trolling. I'm just 100% trolling.
Yeah, my attention.
Well, hey, if it happened, I think that'd be interesting. But I was just trolling.
I don't watch enough to even know who else is in line. You know what I mean? As far as the faces, only people that stick out to me are like the Lucha Party and the fucking Gulag. But again, those are as far as faces. That's it. That's all the faces. That
I think they said during commentary that Ced is due up for a rematch.
Of course,
but I don't know for sure.
Brock Lesnar.
In the live chat, Hector says this. Of course, he picked the one match that didn't belong to the concept of the pay-per-view. You know what? I think that helped it. We needed that fucking break of, oh man, Raw's gonna have the Queen Sweep.
No,
like, I needed the break.
I'm gonna top that.
Okay,
this isn't the break that we needed. This was the match that needed to stay away from the fucking pre-show. We've been saying that we've been saying that since Aries Neville at WrestleMania. This match does not need to be on the pre-show. It needs the time it deserves.
Basically broke down crying, telling us to watch this year's WrestleMania match. Which that match, I could still remember how great that match was.
That match should have been on the fucking WrestleMania card.
You don't have any more guys up to now. Now that they started to add Lucha Party there.
Yeah.
But up until that point, you didn't have Raw sharing the cruiserweight talent on air. So if you're not watching 205, you're oblivious to the division, basically.
Yeah.
They needed this.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that more people too. I told you last week.
If anything,
this needs to. I was hoping this was the nudge I needed to watch. There was a lot going on this week.
This week was not the week to watch.
But I'm back in. Yeah. Like I'm watching after. I got Thanksgiving. I'm watching this next episode.
Yeah.
Michael Network, welcome. Thank you for joining us in the live chat. Also, Porsche, welcome. Yes, hi. Michael said this. He said, Survivor Series, The Last Jedi.
I've never seen any Star Wars movie. I don't get it.
Fucking Trekkie.
It's okay.
I'm only 31.
It's okay. It's fine.
Was that your highlight from Survivor?
I think that's the best match from Survivor Series.
But what stood out to you from Survivor Series?
The thing that stood out the most is the whole thing with Charlotte. That made me go like, blah, blah, blah.
No.
Now,
that was so left field.
Yeah, it was. It was, I know that your rule is if it ends in shenanigans, you don't like it. But I was thinking
before that though,
match of the week candidate.
I was thinking match of the week candidate, definitely match of the week candidate, including the shenanigans.
Yeah,
the shenanigans, if anything, made it better.
Yeah,
the match itself was fucking badass. That's the best match that I've seen Ronda in so far.
Yeah,
I might go out on a limb and say that's the best match Charlotte's been in so far.
I was about to tell you that was better than Charlotte Asuka.
I think that's the best I've seen Charlotte
ever.
If Asuka hadn't lost by submission or pinfall, they would have ended that match the same way at WrestleMania. We would still give a shit about Asuka right now.
True.
It's obvious. It's obvious. Hold on in for a second. It's obvious that Ronda's still fresh. She's not calling any of this stuff. So when you see Nia calling the match against Ronda, when you see Alexa calling the match against Ronda, when you see Mickey calling the match against Ronda, Charlotte knows what the fuck she's doing. This was completely paint by the numbers. Charlotte's the one doing the outlines. You fill in the colors. Yeah. And dude, it was fucking
the
beautiful.
Women's matches in general have been a fucking starting from Evolution and just not just starting like including Evolution.
Evolution slapped you in the face and woke you up. And now that you're awake, you're noticing.
Even like the girl was a SmackDown match. It wasn't complete. I expected a mess and it wasn't a mess. It wasn't a mess. It was okay. It was solid. It was pretty good.
The okay,
I missed the pre-show, so I was like, when Bailey and Sasha was like, what happened?
Oh yeah, Bailey and Sasha took the place of.
So backstage, Ruby Riott and Natalya fought, and so Alexa just kicked them both out, and she pulled.
Dude, I'm Ruby Riott. Like what I've been saying this shit all year. She's
Ruby Riott's the truth.
She's the truth, man. she's just fucking getting better and better.
To go back to answer your question, Arnold, as
Why
to
do they
who,
watch?
no, who's next in line for NXT? Hector says this next person in line is Enzo.
He can't even buy a ticket no more.
He didn't even keep the commemorative chair, bro.
He didn't get the chair. I'm the realest guy in the room. Oh shit!
Yeah.
That was so
But
funny.
you notice the guy that tackled him down got a taco. That was probably his reward. Like the blonde guy, Dolph Ziggler Jr.
Yeah.
He had the long ponytail. I thought it was a girl, but then when they showed
That
him,
was a girl too.
but then they showed them on Raw the next day with Seth Rollins or whatever.
Oh,
And he had a spoken
okay.
word. I'm like, oh, there you go.
I didn't realize that was the same dude. Okay, cool. Good job. All right. Michael Network says this: Gargano and Bryan stepped over the line and paid the price for it.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
Okay.
That's nice transition.
Gargano.
My
Get
standout
to Gargano.
from Survivor
Later.
Series. This is, I'm still trying to debate, but so far this is tied for my match of the week pick. And it's Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. And I'll tell you why you do that. It had one thing that the rest of the matches didn't have,
Which is
emotion.
Ooh.
Because, and I'll tell you what, not emotion from them. Hold on.
And the cruiserweight chant match, I do not recall hearing the chant same old shit.
No, hold on.
Oh
No, wait. That's not what I mean.
Mhm.
I've been invested with the Daniel Bryan character.
Yes.
We were all bummed when he retired. We were all horny when he came back. The first 60 seconds after that suplex, don't tell me that you were feeling weak. Don't tell me you were feeling nauseous. Don't tell me you weren't worried. That emotion I did not get from any other match because I thought Mitsuharu Misawa was going to happen all over again in the American audience this time, that Daniel Bryan was going to die. So they had me at the emotion from the beginning. And then when Bryan did what new Bryan does and kicks people in the balls, I told you last week, even beasts have balls.
Him and Nakamura.
And then that match, dude, I bet none of you had the next 10 minutes after that kicking the balls. None of y'all had that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in the arena had that.
Yeah, that was a very delight. When it was over, I was like, hey, fuck it. Fuck it.
And again, Brock Lesnar's best matches post UFC, they have to be 10 minutes or less. They have to have that real fight feel. And the fact that Lesnar tried to do the F5 and he couldn't, he actually sold a fucking injury. When's the last time you see Lesnar do that?
I can't remember.
And Bryan capitalized to put the lock. Yeah. Lesnar broke it.
I thought he tapped like twice.
Bryan hammer fisting Lesnar, putting it back on, and Lesnar turning it to like 50 Shades of Purple.
Yeah.
And Lesnar eking out, dude. Short and sweet, and it wasn't what I expected. And because I was worried he was going to die, and again, not that it's match of the year level, but what you say when we have these matches, context. Dude, the promo on SmackDown where Bryan's like, Lesnar had the third person let Lesnar beat the weakness out of me so the new Daniel Bryan can stay solidified. Yeah. Holy fuck!
That Daniel Bryan,
that
Daniel Bryan promo that I saw.
That's straight up Mick Foley.
That's damn near top 3 promos of the year. I was by the end of it, I was like, damn, that was real. And you just felt it. It was like a whole new person. And I swear to God, it's so cliche, but it literally felt like a whole new character.
That's the word. Out of everything this weekend, that match felt the most real. A real MMA fighter against a guy that spent 3 hours a day for 2 years in a hyperbaric chamber. Yeah. That had me.
Yeah.
That's one of my. That's like on the top of the mountain, but there's got one person fighting it.
Can I rain on your parade just a little bit?
Do it.
I didn't get any of those feelings that you're talking about now until after the SmackDown promo.
Fair.
All the pieces came together
on Survivor Series.
Okay.
On Survivor Series itself, I just thought, oh, cocky new arrogant heel is going to try to beat Brock by doing a rope-a-dope. Okay. Yeah, the rope-a-dope didn't work. Same old shit. Brock Lesnar won.
But who?
Was that AJ?
AJ failed.
And he failed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exactly how last one.
I guess because AJ Styles is healthy. Yeah. I didn't get that vibe from this match at all.
Okay.
Honestly, I was watching Survivor Series, and it had just so happened to me at the time where my daughter wanted some food, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go get some Taco Bell, whatever." I'm driving on my phone. I was like, "This."
Oh, hold on. You mean the America's favorite Mexican restaurant?
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
So I was already.
Yeah, that's what happens with LA fans. They boo Charlotte and they cheer Charlotte and boo Ronda after Charlotte was the one that.
Yeah.
LA.
So on the way, as I'm driving through 75th, fucking Lawndale, Wayside, that is all happening. I literally do this. I disconnect the phone from my fucking aux cord and I just chunk it. But while I was waiting in line for my food, because Taco Bell, you could order 2 tacos and still spend 30 minutes in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
And
especially that one.
Yeah, especially the Wayside. That's the worst.
Fuck that one.
Okay, so we was leaving, and I was like, "Oh, hey, fuck yeah!" Then I hauled ass back to my house, ran in, and threw my phone and started watching it on the big screen on the TV. I had it on just to watch the end of the match because I was like, "Hey, I'm invested in this match again.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most invested I've been in a Brock Lesnar match since WrestleMania 30." So it's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Let's see what's going on here."
Can I rain on your parade?
Go
now?
for it. I want you to. I don't like Brock Lesnar.
I would have been there with you, especially in the heat of the match, but I couldn't allow myself to because I knew Brock was gonna win.
Yes.
But if D-Bry actually stole that victory with that whole fucking thing,
you would have looked like a dummy, a big fat dummy.
If Brian would have won that would be my match of the week. And I would be sitting here arguing with you two to put it on the match of the year list if Brian had won it and won it.
I'm gonna make my argument for mine, brothers.
But that's not what happened. So I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
But what it did is redeemed me. I told you on last week that we hypocrites too much on here. Turn Brian heel.
Yes.
Oh, I'm still gonna be a hypocrite about this later.
The match, for whatever flaws you guys just said, but after Tuesday on SmackDown, I'm all in on the new Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
I am all fucking in.
Robert, welcome. Thank you. He says this. I agree. Before that SmackDown promo, I felt the match was just a note for note remake of AJ versus Brock.
Yeah. Except AJ didn't have that strong of a comeback.
Well, AJ didn't kick him in the balls either.
He had a pretty good comeback, but he didn't have that good of a comeback.
AJ's comeback was a baby face. Okay, I'm going to beat this guy. Daniel Bryan's comeback was I'm a underhanded tactic and win it. Which that right there is a little shocking.
And that's the other reason why I don't feel like this is the same match as last year. Okay. This is the first time that Brock Lesnar as a heel went into the match against another heel.
Yeah.
You know, Samoa Joe wasn't booked as a heel. Samoa Joe was booked as a competitor, the guy that can fight, that can go toe-to-toe with Joe, and went toe-to-toe with Joe. So it wasn't a heel.
Right.
Daniel Bryan was straight up, I'm aiming for the dick, bro.
Yeah.
And he did.
Get you.
And he kept going.
He was
Oh, yeah.
Now that Hector says this, now that you bring the promos into play, do you feel that even though SmackDown lost their matches, did they actually win in character development?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah,
I'm gonna wait a couple weeks for a different crowd.
Yeah, but I think so. Just as far as everybody, Charlotte evolved. I like Charlotte again. I cannot stand Charlotte for the past calendar year. She was too she's not a face, dude.
I'm a flare.
Yeah, she's not a face. She's a great heel. She's a bitch. You love
her daddy.
Her. Exactly,
just like her daddy.
Face. Give me one good face, Ric Flair promo. No, you can't. So
probably in his later days, yes, you could find one. But
Charlotte's got a long way to go to get there. To get that respect.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan,
Ric Flair versus Derek Bischoff when they tried to fire him and they did the 4 Horsemen reunion '98.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they had the little reunion. Okay. No. He's right. That's when I would watch 1 hour of Nitro before Raw would start.
Yeah,
right. That's the only way.
And then they catch the replay of Nitro. You're done.
Yeah. And at midnight they'd show it again. So Charlotte, I care about now. Fucking Daniel Bryan, I care about now. Just other little shit like that. It's cool. I'm interested in Sonya Deville now. You know what I mean? I'm interested in Mandy now. I don't give a fuck about the girl.
So you like Charlotte now at the expense of beating both Peyton Royce and Billie Kay within 20 minutes?
Yeah, because
opening SmackDown.
Well, those are little. I don't give a
because
shit about
Dwayne Johnson taught me a very valuable lesson, very valuable life.
It doesn't matter what you think.
No, it's one very good piece of advice Dwayne Johnson gave me. know your role. That's their role. The Iconics. They're good at their fucking role.
They don't fucking shut their mouth though.
Exactly. I didn't say shut your mouth. They're good. They're good at talking. I love their
You
little.
want that mouth open for
Yeah. I love Peyton's fucking charades.
Yeah.
I love when her imitations. They're perfect. And Billie Kay is just her fucking good sidekick.
Zombie Charlotte.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you not watch SmackDown?
Yes, I did. I didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
Billie Kay showed me that she's a pretty good wrestler against Charlotte.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Peyton Royce, I love Peyton Royce. It's just shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, no, that's
Over
fine.
Dakota Kai?
Well, they're
No.
okay.
Oh!
At the we'll get there. At
We'll
the
get there.
at the expense of all that, it's fine. I'm back on with Charlotte. I don't know how long Becky's gonna be out. I don't know what the timetable is, but if they strip her, I will not watch SmackDown.
Oh, if they strip her, I will always watch. I will watch anyone stripped.
You know what I mean? If they strip her from the title, I will not watch because
I did think that it was a little weird that like, I'm gonna fine you $100K.
yeah,
Okay.
they just had
Like that was kind of womp womp. Like
Yeah,
who
you
gives
know,
a shit?
come on.
Like it didn't even seem like she didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The best thing to come
She's
out
a
of
Flair.
Yeah,
She was born with 100K.
I know, right? The best thing that came out of that 100K fine is Becky updating her Twitter profile, being, "Hey, my account was hacked for 100K. I wonder what happened," or something like that. That was the best part, But that's it.
After Survivor Series weekend, who is the face and who is the heel on this Battle of the Four Horsewomen? Because
Like
you
as
got
in NXT girls?
Ronda, and then Charlotte and Becky, because Charlotte did
Oh,
for Becky for the Four Horsewomen Sisterhood.
Okay,
So who are the faces and who are the heels? Because again,
Right
Charlotte
now,
won
the
by
only
cheating.
the
fucking
only
face
face
is
is Ronda,
Ronda.
but she's getting booed out of the building.
Why?
She's a
I don't know. She's
Why?
getting booed out the
Help me.
building.
Okay, her first name and last name start with the same wrestler that used to get the same treatment. RR, Roman Reigns. You push that
Oh,
shit,
God.
You push that shit in
Oh.
my face, I'm gonna rebel. I guarantee you that's what the whole crowd's thinking.
Okay, if that's what the crowd's thinking, that's what the crowd's thinking.
That's
That's
it.
not what I'm thinking.
She's not supposed to
I'm
be
not
a
booing
heel.
Ronda.
I'm
I
not
love me
either.
some Ronda.
And,
Yeah,
I like her.
And dude, she won over that rest of the crowd on Monday
Yeah.
when she cut that promo and challenged somebody to wrestle, and then she stood up to fucking Baron Corbin. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she got all
Yeah,
that elbow
yeah,
back.
yeah.
I don't know what was
Yeah.
it. It must have been urine in that LA water. Or
Well, I
something.
mean, they're all inhaling all the fucking fumes out there.
Yeah. Well, they're all plastic,
Yes,
but none's like
They're-
paper champion.
they're melting.
Yeah.
But no, I
God
think
damn, Arnold, that was dark.
I think clearly
Dark. I was gonna take a bag of marshmallows over there for my trip.
I clearly think that
Mr. E, who's this new guy? Mr. E, welcome, thank you.
he's Big E when he grows up.
Do you miss WCW versus WWF, or do you think WWE is still good? Well, WCW versus WWF had its moments, but there was also some part of it that was good. But now WWE has some of its moments, but also all the good old days.
Yeah, WWE has all of that, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
It feels backwards now,
Yeah.
and we'll get to that because I feel like WWE Attitude Era then is NXT now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And WCW is just WWE sucking up all the talent from NXT after they've already had their run.
Oh.
Oh yeah, right. And again, and that's why we're starting off with
Like that.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, fair.
Because most of the people on our Facebook page bitched about Survivor Series. So I wanted to let that air out first to
That's
see
fine.
who's right and who's wrong here.
That's fine.
I
If I could, I think we all did a collective yawn for Shinsuke Nakamura versus.
didn't even get to
Rollins.
watch it because everybody crapped on it
I
so
missed
much.
it, and I didn't even try rewatching it
Here's what I'll say.
because
about
I
that
saw the
match.
last like 3 minutes, and I was like, oh,
I watched it in full. It was all right.
Do I need to watch it?
No, it was all right. It wasn't terrible like everybody say. Oh my god, it's so bad. No, it was a decent match that could have happened on the second hour of Raw.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it was 4-0.
Like the World Cup, all those matches you could have seen on Raw and you wouldn't have
And you
batted
would've
an
been fine. It was good. It wasn't like terrible. There wasn't any botches or anything that was
So-
like,
so then I have
Was
to ask.
Nakamura wearing
It's okay.
that one-piece blue like
Yes,
Power
it
Ranger
was.
suit?
Yes, it
Damn,
was.
go.
That looked ridiculous.
yeah,
But
yeah,
But it's
it was-
Japanese. You can pull it off if you're in Japanese.
yeah.
Well,
so
if you're in Japanese,
the question needs to be asked: Is it Nakamura? He has underperformed ever since he got up there.
I don't know if it's Nakamura or if it's the U.S. title or if it's creative not giving a shit.
because this was before the belt that he was thinking that up.
Well, when was the last time that U.S. title actually meant anything?
Like John Cena.
There you go.
Maybe AJ Styles when he had it and tried
Yeah.
to do Cena's.
Yeah.
He's the face that runs the place.
Yeah.
I think from the moment Nakamura lost to Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam, I think people started to lose interest in Nakamura.
Yeah. I can count on one hand the great matches Nakamura's had in WWE, and that was versus John Cena. That was
On the
an
main
amazing-
roster. On the
that was
main
an
roster.
amazing match.
And NXT.
NXT, yeah, the first match.
NXT,
His first match
Finn,
was
Joe,
match of the year
Sami
candidates.
Zayn,
Yeah.
Robert Roode.
Yeah,
All of
Yeah, they're
Nakamura
all
stuff's been
great.
good
they're
in
all
NXT.
great.
Going back a little bit to Ronda, Robert Midland says this: I felt uncomfortable with the crowd and the stupid "you deserve it" chants. And
Yeah,
I think it looked like she was legit affected by
she
it
was
too.
really mad. She said, "What makes you a man?" or something like that to a member of the audience when she was walking back. Like, well, how are you a man or some shit like that? Because he was talking shit to her. I'm just like, she ain't ready. She ain't ready to deal with the crowds like that. But two, that crowd was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That crowd was ridiculous.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Thank God I wasn't in that crowd Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah.
bizarro world.
The Saturday night's crowd was fine. Bro.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris was there.
Oh, he's always there.
Yeah.
This fucking
Are you
guy.
ready for a babyface Miz?
Who you're asking?
I
You know,
want
I'm
it,
the
but
Miz
I
Mark.
don't know if I need it.
Babyface Miz against the heel Bryan at Mania?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm all ready for that.
Or is that just because all this happened in his hometown, old hometown of LA?
Mm.
And they were too stupid to realize he moved to fucking Austin.
You're too stupid to realize that he's
From
from
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Well, I think it fits the gimmick, the character that he's from Hollywood.
Yeah,
or whatever.
for
But
sure.
yeah. I'm okay with the babyface Miz if it works out right. If he's not,
If he gets his redemption WrestleMania match.
yeah. If
Because that WrestleMania match against The Rock was stupid.
I'm afraid that he's gonna
Cena.
get.
I mean,
With The
Cena,
Rock.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. I think it's because it was The Rock.
I'm afraid that as a babyface, he's gonna get stuck in that Dolph Ziggler mid card hell,
Yeah.
where it's
Finn
just
Balor?
like, yeah, where he's just a face and that's it. But he's not serious because he's goofy and he's smiley and da, da, da.
And he doesn't
So
choose to win anymore, which is his thing.
He's not a contender. Anymore. Yeah.
5-on-5 men's match. Any highs, any lows?
Nah.
Oh, they're not the butt lows.
Yeah, there was
Nothing but lows.
Yeah, there was nothing good stood out of that match. I can't even think of a highlight of the match.
I mean, I don't know how many times I've said this about Taker, and I don't know how many times I've said this about Shane. But dude, I don't need to see Shane in the ring anymore.
As of now, I don't, because even I never watched the World Cup, but the fucking
Yeah, the
Saudi
crown
guys,
jewel.
yeah.
Jewel.
But he looked jacked, and I was like, damn, he probably performed pretty well in there. I don't know if he did or not, but as of this Sunday, I don't need to watch him in the wrestling.
I don't need to
ring
watch him
anymore.
either. That
I had been telling you that you were wrong, but now I know you're not wrong. You're not wrong now.
right,
anymore.
I was wrong then.
You're wrong then, but you're not wrong
I was
anymore.
premature.
It's just
Yeah.
one thing that I'm taking away from it that I'm hoping this we're going for is I think you got something in Drew McIntyre. I've been saying it, but I know
Good
you
point.
have something in Drew McIntyre.
You do.
And if we get some kind of Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman for the title soon,
Fuck, right now with Braun gone, it's the time for Drew to take that spot
Okay,
and never
we-
go back.
is it
Can we talk about this injury for a second?
So he's
Is it
had this
real?
elbow injury for
Before.
a while. He's had bone spurts in his elbow for a while.
that's why Roman Reigns got rid of him last year.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it's gotten to the point where he needs surgery.
Oh,
So
no.
How
it
bad is
should
the
be-
surgery for that?
he might miss TLC, but he should be ready for the Rumble.
Oh, okay, then he's fine.
'Cause he
That's
has a
why
match
he has
at
a match
Rumble.
at the Rumble.
No,
That
he has a match at TLC
no.
with Baron
Oh,
Corbin.
yeah. But Corbin took him out, so he misses the match with Corbin, but he still gets the match
Yeah.
at Rumble for
Fine.
whatever.
That's cool. That's
Not
good.
necessarily.
No?
Remember the stipulation: if Baron Corbin beats Strowman, Baron Corbin's permanent manager.
And
If Strowman doesn't get his title match,
Yeah.
Strowman only gets his title match if he wins at TLC. So they could push that off to an episode of Raw or something. There's
Yeah.
still way to you can still way
But see,
around
if
it.
knowing that you're going to write him out, because that was definitely full kayfabe
Yeah.
write out. If knowing that they're going to write him out, why make that stipulation?
Because now you still have a pay-per-view between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania for the brand that doesn't win Royal Rumble
Oh,
to
yeah.
find their number one contender. So you have
Okay.
to find a way
No way
to
out.
stick Broad in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Roadblock.
How about the women?
Like I said, I like the story with Sonya and Mandy.
Yes.
Sasha is great. I always forget how great she is, and then she puts on a little clinic, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Mickey still got it.
If I had to choose between the men's 5-on-5 and the women's 5-on-5, I would choose the women's 5-on-5.
Yeah, definitely. That was better. Women's. I love Carmella doing the dance break after the fucking elimination.
That was good. This is where I know that I've been doing a lot of bitching and raining on everybody's parade here, but this particular match is one of the ones where I'm like, when I said that my one word was enough, this was enough.
Yeah,
it was good. To the point where I didn't really care about the Raw versus SmackDown gimmick, but I just enjoyed the actual match itself, and it was good.
That real heat that Nia has is fucking real. Like, she cannot do anything until Becky comes back.
Yeah,
without getting booed.
And with her dusting off the fist and everything, I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Oh, well, no, hold on. I was reminded of something. At first, I was like, oh, how you gonna, like, one, I'm pissed at you for knocking out with the, like, at least to me, in my opinion, the most over thing going right now, which is Becky. Right. But, and then showing it off and, like, capitalizing on it, I'm like, okay, it's the business. I distinctly remember shit. I think it was the night after SummerSlam when Owen Hart broke Stone Cold's neck. He came out with an 0-3-16 because I just broke your neck shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can't have one and then complain about the other.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I'm all for it. Nia, do what you got to do, but that heat is real.
Yeah.
Because you almost killed Zelina Vega last month.
Oh yeah.
You almost killed Charlotte and Bayley last year.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, man, someone's got to give.
It says Hector saying Strowman will pick a replacement and it will be Kurt Angle.
Ugh.
I don't want it to be Kurt Angle. No. If I don't want to see Taker and Shane in the ring anymore, I definitely don't want to see Kurt in the ring anymore.
Hey, how about it debuting fucking Lars Sullivan?
No!
Now they showed him on Raw and SmackDown.
They did.
We'll see where that goes.
Soon. We don't know where he's coming.
Velveteen. At this point, you gotta bring Velveteen up already because that's enough.
Well, for anybody that just finished watching NXT, I'm not ready for Lars to go away from NXT yet. They had Lars Sullivan squash a jobber in this episode that just aired. That was taped.
Yeah,
he was about to kill said jobber until he got taken out by motherfucking Keith Lee.
Ooh,
Keith Lee, Lars Sullivan. Yeah, do you want Lars on the main roster now?
Nope.
Exactly. Yeah. They have a habit of doing that. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Other than the pay-per-view, the other stuff, the only other thing that stands out that happened on Raw and SmackDown was the whole Dean and Seth stuff.
Okay, so I have a bone to pick with this thing that happened here. I don't care if Roman said he was cool with it. I don't care if it was Roman's idea. I do not like that he used Roman's cancer as a part of the little bit that he did. And this gets personal with me. I don't, cancer scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I don't like laughing or dealing. I don't take cancer very fucking lightly. And when he said, "Oh, we were a bunch of guys back in the day, and we're gonna get ours," and right now Roman's getting his. Oh, come on. I was that guy that Dean said, "Oh, you guys are just not about later." But I get it. I respect it. I just don't like it.
Can I take this for a sec? Just a sec. You just bring up the point about Owen Hart breaking Stone Cold's neck.
Yeah.
And coming out with the 0-3-16 record.
Yeah.
Didn't you just?
Yeah. That's okay. A whole different animal.
Didn't we talk about Ronda Rousey getting knocked out by Nia Jax and Nia rubbing it in and using it for her own game?
Whole different animal.
What makes it different? Is it different because it involves you? Because you're offended? The guy that used to like the Attitude Era now is offended because they're going real?
Well, I don't know if you watched during the Attitude Era.
Yeah. That's when No, it's not when I fell out. I fell level wrestling in night 2.
Okay.
Night 3. No, I get it.
Okay.
That's the thing. I get it. I just personally don't like it.
That's fine.
That's my 2 cents.
That's fine.
I don't mind that they did it because, again, knowing Roman, he probably pitched it.
Here's why.
I don't know him.
And it makes
none of us know for sure.
Seeing that's how he seems to be a company guy, he's probably still watching like, hey, you should throwing this in there.
Yeah.
Poor taste, in my opinion.
Here's
Okay,
why.
cool. That's fine. That's
Here's
fair.
why.
I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy.
I just said earlier, we do that a lot right
Yeah.
here.
Go.
They had to do it because WWE has an idea and they need to see it through. They want Dean to be the heel.
Oh, yeah.
If Dean didn't drop the Roman line, he'd be like Becky. The heel that we're supposed to have is a heel that we're like, oh my God, it's fucking Dean. Yeah. Oh, when he talked about Roman, I don't like it.
If Raw was in Houston next Monday, I'm booing Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's 2 weeks.
Success. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I got tickets today.
totally
I just
joking
bought tickets
about that.
today.
Forgot.
$40 each.
Of course, he bought tickets.
I had to. My nephew was like, I told the dummy, and it's not because of the autism, but I told the dummy, do you want to watch Monday Night Raw in December or do you want to watch Ring of Honor in January? Ah, man, I gotta go see Ronda Rousey. He's like, damn it, one of these days.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, guys' night, Ring of Honor. I'll fill you in.
Hector says that had to go through Vince in order for it to get on TV. So
You know,
it at least went through Vince.
Vince is, yeah, cool.
Vince, yeah. No, Vince would have been like, is it okay with Roman? Oh, let's go and put it out there. Let's make it real. It's what's
Vince
the
literally
reality
made out with
era.
a woman in front of his wife.
Robert says it's like Randy bringing up Eddie Teray. Yeah. I mean, we could come up with a million examples.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying I'm taking a stand against it. I'm protesting. I'm just saying I didn't like it. But
Cool.
that's me.
That's cool.
But that's me.
I didn't have too much of a problem with it myself personally.
Yeah.
I did think,
Of course, you're a hypocrite.
I don't know. You probably shouldn't have gone there, but I wasn't like booty hurt over it.
But I'll
Then
give
again,
it,
I'm not a fucking
I'll give
precious
it,
snowflake like this
yeah,
guy.
I'll give it that.
Kidding.
I'll it furthered the storyline. It furthered the storyline, and I like it. I can't wait for their match.
Okay.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Y'all both remind me of the snowflakes in LA.
Oh, okay. Yes. Tell me why. Melt this snowflake.
High 70s, low 60s. They're either wearing sweaters or jackets.
Oh, as soon as it
What
drops,
the fuck,
as
man?
soon as it-
I'm dressed like this out in public in LA because I know what it's like down here. This ain't that ain't nothing.
November, December, January is gordito weather. Time to shine. I look good in my hoodie. I look good in my black undershirt.
Your peacoat.
Yeah, look at that. Look how good he looks. Look how good he
Okay,
looks.
hide my chichis.
Now,
you know?
no, in the winter, in the
You
summer,
need to get that car bra that lifts and
Oh, yeah.
separates.
Yeah.
That le bra.
See,
Yeah.
God damn.
But other than that, no. Honestly, I could say with a straight face, SmackDown sucked, and I never say that. It sucked.
You didn't like the main event? Orton Mysterio?
Here's where Snowflake Ramirez comes out again.
Oh, okay.
Don't
unmask the Mexicans.
don't unmask the Mexican wrestler to me. Don't one.
Wow.
One. I saw it in '96 in WCW and I hated it.
He's been gone for
With
4
Rey
weeks.
Mysterio.
If y'all don't want him back, he probably just
Yeah.
let y'all up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Keep going.
Again,
Hold on.
I just again I know what Ray looks like because WCW already did it.
Yeah.
I get that again, but this is just me again. My personal thing of the whole saying that's cool. It's edgy. It's storyline. It's WWE. It's American. It's whatever. But to me, man, come on. I grew up watching AAA, CMLL. That's sacred. But they lose masks all the time over there.
Hold on. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Do you feel that way even if that wasn't supposed to happen and it was an accident?
If it was an accident, then yeah, I don't feel that way. Then like, oh shit, he fucked up. Because
Okay.
I saw his whole face.
Because I think it was a bit of an accident. Of course, the tearing in the mask,
I think
that wasn't an
I think
accident.
the rest of it
But
was.
he tore it enough, and it doesn't have a fucking back. He just
No.
has straps like a fucking bra on the
Yeah.
back of it. But like when
These
he
aren't
put
the
him,
old masks.
yeah,
anymore.
when he threw him into the thing, the chair just kind of,
Yeah.
and it was there, and Randy Orton's like,
Gotta do it.
oh, hey, look what I did,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
don't
know
think, I don't
that-
think
I
that
don't-
was planned.
If it wasn't planned, fuck it.
Okay.
But if
All
it
right.
was, to me,
Go.
if it was to me, again, I don't hate it. I just don't prefer it.
Okay. Fair.
Boy, El Santo took the mess to his grave.
He's buried in that fucking thing, mummified.
Yeah.
You go. What do you say about that?
I think we're looking at the wrong side of the coin here.
Okay, what coin do we need to look at? What side?
Randy Orton erased Jeff Hardy's paint. Randy Orton broke Ty Dillinger's hand so he wouldn't do the 10. Now Randy Orton unmasked Rey Mysterio. This is the millennial version of the Legend Killer. Randy
Yes.
Orton is the eraser.
Yeah.
And on the and I like Ray. I've also met him. I have a picture with him without his mask.
Mhm.
Randy Orton full-timer in the company, 15 years, 14 reigns as champion, at the expense of, no disrespect, a part-timer. Fuck it, do it, give it to Orton. If we're reestablishing Orton's character at the expense of Ray, who just got off the boat from fucking Jericho Cruise to be on SmackDown before Crown Jewel, do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. But I always have the opposite of a bias with Randy Orton. I don't like Randy.
I don't like Randy Orton either. But
they're making him interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta balance you motherfuckers out today. Okay. Randy Orton, though, when we're talking about Rey Mysterio here, taking the mask, don't you think that's going to affect? You said it yourself. He's a part-timer. Don't you think that's a bad decision for somebody who's a part-timer who's taking gimmicks and bookings and everywhere else to have him unmasked on WWE? What happens when he fucking shows up at CMLL or Lucha Underground? Does he have to be unmasked too because of Randy Orton? You have to fucking acknowledge what happens in WWE because of that?
But what happened?
That's bullshit.
How many times has Chris Jericho unmasked Rey Mysterio in the feud? How many times has CM Punk unmasked Rey Mysterio in the feud? How many times just now Randy Orton unmasked Rey Mysterio? The same. 2 weeks later, he's back to your wetback Mexican normalcy. So life goes on.
Okay.
So you're wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
I see.
You're wrong. Other than that,
wrong.
Raw and SmackDown were very inconsequential.
Okay.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me how.
You said you got a good piece of advice from Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it tight.
Upgrade to that 2 terabyte hard drive so you don't have to delete Spider-Man to play Red Dead 2.
Oh.
That's smart. Mm-hmm. Even though Xavier's got a lot of money, he should just get an 8 terabyte external and don't have to worry about nothing. But I
have no idea what the fuck he just said.
Well, then let's move on to something else. Robert Medlin says, what about that awkward segment with Renee and Corey?
Very Renee snapped back at him like, boy, shut up.
I love it and I hate it.
Okay.
The both.
Why do you hate it?
It's bipolar.
Well, no, it's not bipolar. The reason why I hate it is because, man, I don't need babyface Renee to be acting like, oh, I don't know, when she's talking about her husband. Yeah. Like, obviously, it's like, oh, that's his thing. Well, if you're like, oh, that's his thing, and he's being a douche, and you're letting him be a douche, and you're not talking about it, then you're not in a good relationship, girlfriend. I don't like it. But I love it because fucking acknowledging it. Whereas it looked like the first couple of weeks are like, oh, well, whenever Dean is out there, Renee doesn't talk.
Renee doesn't
talk. Does it, and she didn't through most of these segments until they got
now they're asking her. That way it's like coming out where they're not like pretend like they're not a thing when they are a thing on fucking Total Divas. So they're at least acknowledging
But here's the bigger problem. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but again, I like girls. It's because it's becoming.
I wouldn't have known.
It's starting to appear that Renee is on the commentary team, not because she's skilled, not because she's a woman, but because we need her in the storyline because she's Dean Ambrose's wife. That kind of sucks.
No,
if they were gonna pull this heel stuff with Dean, they should have just put fucking Renee on SmackDown so that they can keep everything separate. And have Renee as a commentator, not as a tool to further a storyline, instead of having Renee there because she deserves to fucking be there.
Yeah, I think you're giving them too much credit as far as knowing what they're doing, in more than 2 weeks.
I don't think they thought that far ahead. I think it was like, oh shit, Renee's on commentary. What we're gonna do with Renee while we're doing this weird shit with Dean? Just have her be quiet. And like, oh hey, I got an idea. Let's actually involve her. Maybe that's better than awkward silence. Okay, so then
have her and Corey go at it.
It's like, oh, that doesn't work.
No.
Now she just looks like she's stupid. I don't know what's going on with my husband. Like,
I cook and I clean.
And his dick is in my mouth.
Yeah. I don't wear shoes when I interview people. Like, okay, Renee.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick. War Games.
So before series, I put the NXT fucking War Games match on the goddamn. I went in front of y'all and put the goddamn match as match of the year. Yeah, I put it on the fucking list because goddamn, that match was fucking amazing.
Yes,
the War Games match. Jesus. How great was that match?
Match of the week candidate for
Yes,
myself.
fuck yes.
Not my pick,
No.
but it's a candidate. I thought it was a fun demolition derby of humans.
I texted you that. Don't steal my thunder.
I'm sorry.
It was better than last year's.
It was better than last year's. I thoroughly enjoyed the match.
You're not the only one. Most of these fans, when we picked our match of the week, most of it was from Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Medlin's number one was Charlotte versus Rousey, followed closely by Black Gargano. Hector Reyes, Black versus Gargano, Dream versus Ciampa. Brandon Ramshard, Ciampa versus Velveteen. Philbert Barbrand, Velveteen and Ciampa by far. Enjoyed Alistair Gargano. Whatever. Hambone, Ronda versus Charlotte, followed by Velveteen and Ciampa. John Villarreal picked Lesnar Bryan. Elias, War Games. Brad Francis, War Games. Victor Leva, Velveteen and Ciampa. So most of the love was coming from most of the love was coming on the War Games side, the NXT side of the brand Supremacy.
Yep.
War Games. The match.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't ask you if you think it's better than the first one because you never saw it.
No,
I was there.
First one. He was there.
Oh yeah.
I was there. That's how I know. That's why I said I know it's better than the first one because I was in the flesh and I still think it was better than the first one.
I think that little vodka cranberry foo drink is getting to his head now.
Hello. I've got some catching up to do.
Shirley Temple over here.
Yeah, I got to drive 40 minutes after this, so I ain't drinking.
2 shots of cranberry juice, 2 shots of vodka, and I filled the rest of the jigger with Simply Fruit Punch.
And a splash of his own urine.
Yes.
Just a splash. I don't want to waste the nutrients.
Drake Maverick over here.
We didn't even talk about that. We don't. It was stupid. It was poorly executed.
That was 2000.
You could tell he was pushing some sort of button.
Yeah, that was.
And it didn't work.
Dude, that's
like, not what Pete looks like.
Yeah, that was like 07, 06 WWE Smackdown.
Yeah, it was
shenanigans. It was stupid.
Dumb.
War Games.
War Games. That match was tight. Where you were sitting, I don't know where. Could you see the struggle, the other storyline that was going on in the cages? So every time, the War Raiders side was going to go, Pete Dunne wanted to go, and they were like, that. "Shut up, little kid," and then they would go.
I saw that part of the monitors.
Every single time he wanted to go, and he got shoved aside. I was, Aluminum Hat was saying he's enjoying the fucking Undisputed Era. Didn't happen, but whatever.
Yeah, I did an extra level of intrigue.
Exactly.
You know what? I got a ulterior idea about that. During commentary, Nigel McGuinness dropped that, you know what, I talked to Arn Anderson, and there's a pattern to assigning who goes first and who goes last. I think, and Arn Anderson said, you save your heavy hitter for last. And I think everyone except Pete Dunne knew that Pete Dunne might have been their heaviest hitter. But Pete Dunne was too bloodthirsty. And didn't realize, again, he didn't know his role until he finally got in that fucker and realized that he needed to be the last guy.
It was more of a sign of respect.
Yeah.
To keep his ass in there. It makes sense.
And I love the story twist where Fish chained up the fucking door again.
Beautiful.
Loved
that
it.
Was so great.
And the dumbass fucking referee just stood there
until the time was up.
Now we have to fix this problem.
He was like, he was like a fucking.
It was like me and you when we slung out a couch to like a really bad application. It's like, we'll wait to 2 weeks when they're due, and then 2 weeks. Oh fuck! Why do we give this couch to this dumbass person? Like, we fucking waited.
That's how that cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
But it's good none of y'all work there anymore. You with Lyft and you with NTB.
Yeah. You technically still work with me at NTB.
Yes.
God
damn it.
You're always related to me.
Flaw, obligatory, somebody has to die off the top of the cage. I don't care who it is.
I
don't care how much I love you. I don't care if it makes sense. I'm sick of the trope.
Fuck you. That was an amazing dive off of the top. That double
backflip.
Yeah, double
backflip.
What was it, like a 720? A 1080? Whatever the fuck it was. That was badass.
Yeah.
Like if it was just a little like crossbody or fucking, then I'd be like, no. But it's fucking Ricochet doing what Ricochet fucking does, which is amazing shit off the top rope, except from higher, and he did even more amazing in here.
I'm waiting for the people on Facebook, and I'm waiting for the people on the internet that complained that Daniel Bryan was the same match that AJ was last year, and I'm waiting for them to hear their complaints that War Games this year was the same as War Games last year.
It was nowhere near the same. just they utilized both of the rings very like efficiently. Like they were like moving around.
I love that like fucking standoff.
The standoff
Dodgeball.
Oh yeah. I loved that.
That was fucking great.
And the one where they had who was it that was in the submission hold on the one ring where
they had Pete Dunne in a submission and they were holding off the others. So they just launched Ricochet.
I literally said somebody needs to pick up Ricochet and just throw his ass over, and that's what they wanted to do.
Legitimately you ever been so mad that you grab a motherfucker and throw him at another motherfucker? That's exactly what that motherfucker did. And the War Raiders, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I thought they were stupid and gimmicky. I knew you liked them because he's your boy. Yeah. The other guy, I still think he's the one guy from Sanity, but whatever. So I'm just saying, okay, cool. They're fine. They're okay. As of Saturday, I'm on board.
See, the problem is we didn't love War Raiders. We've been in love with War Machine.
That's true.
Yeah. We didn't know what the fuck this was that they had on NXT.
Yeah, War Machine's fucking badass.
Yeah. But
they didn't quite have as gimmicky of a gimmick when they were War Machine, but they still had like a Viking trope, but they were more like adult about it.
Yeah.
But now it's like face paint like it's the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the whole theme of the old school war games. You
Yeah.
even had fucking Dusty Rhodes painted like the fucking like the Legion of Doom when they had their war games match. So it's kind of an homage.
Yeah, remember when freaking Messiah Backbreaker
Roderick Strong was in the vest with the
pain thing. I get it. That's cool.
It helped that they went back to the traditional 4 versus 4 because it let the match breathe.
Yeah.
Instead of letting everybody in after 10 minutes and then you're stuck with a long ass car wreck. If that last year's War Games felt like that scene in Talladega Nights where that car kept rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
This one was just impact.
By the time the match is over, I was just like.
Yeah, everybody. Dude, and here's the best part.
It was a bitter end to a fucking 450 splash.
Yeah, that was great.
Here's where you have me being there in person. I picked up on this.
All right, what was it?
Nobody left.
Okay.
As soon as that match was over and the bell rang, not one fucking person left the arena to go home.
Yeah.
They wanted to see everyone crawl out.
Yeah.
They wanted to see Undisputed Era hugging the ring. They wanted to see Pete Dunne and Ricochet pose on the top.
Yeah.
Once they left, once they told us, bitches, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here, that's when people started leaving. Go back and watch that match at the end. Nobody left.
Yeah.
Every episode of Raw, every pay-per-view, especially when something doesn't go their way.
I've literally left during a main event of Raw that before. So I understand.
So have I, but to get pre-sale for the next Raw. But still, nobody left for that shit. That's a sign of a good pay-per-view, a good main event.
I think top to bottom, all the matches that were scheduled were amazing,
bro.
I would have fit Riddle and Ono in between Aleister Black and Tommaso Ciampa because it needed to breathe. You give me Aleister Black against Johnny Gargano, then you give me Ciampa and Velveteen, and then you give me fucking War Games.
That's why, again, Scouts, fucking whatever. Confession.
What?
I was gonna say Scouts Honor. I don't know what that
fool me once.
Yeah, I'm tired.
And
you're sober.
Can't fool me
I
again.
fast forwarded through Ciampa and Velveteen because Aleister Black and Gargano took a lot out of me.
Yeah,
and I needed to watch War Games.
Unfortunately, you may have missed the best match of the night.
Maybe.
So we'll get to that.
Yeah.
The other match that's vying for my match of the week pick is Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano.
Chris, that's my match of the week pick.
Whoa!
That's my pick.
Quick rewind. I said I had 4 matches. The other match, there's one we haven't talked about yet.
No.
The other match that I actually had as a match of the week that could have been my match of the week pick was actually Flair Rousey.
Oh,
because it wasn't what I was expecting either.
Okay, so we're just gonna shit all over Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler.
Oh, I'm not shitting over it.
That's like my third.
On it.
I don't see where everybody's coming from with the way you're
all four of the scheduled matches on TakeOver were supreme. Mwah. Good.
Quality over quantity. That might be the pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah.
Better than All In, better than Evolution. It might be this TakeOver. Black versus Gargano. It's another situation of a story from the beginning, a story in the middle, and then at the very end that you didn't pick up on until earlier when we were rewatching this match, where Aleister looked at Gargano after the first black mask and told him, "I absolve you for your sins."
Yes.
And he kicked him. That was just like last year's Black versus Velveteen. It was a nice story. And again, just like last year, that match ended up on our match of the year list. This match could have been the potential to do the same thing for me because I love the story. And holy fuck, that match, dude. The diving headbutt into the knee, the knee lift.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that tornado DDT on the outside to go back into a springboard DDT. Oh.
And they were dodging each other's strikes. Fucking Aleister Black thought he was shadow boxing. Gargano was just like sticking and moving.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fun.
It was. I loved what happened between the belts, but I also liked the story.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I think it to me it's missing something. I don't know what it is, but I'm refusing to put it on even my top 4.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So
there's just something about it that just
you can't pinpoint what it is.
I don't know what it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'll help you.
There's something missing.
I'll help you. Even with the promo, because you weren't here last week. Even now, it still feels like Aleister is the third wheel in this Ciampa Gargano thing.
Okay. The whole reason why Gargano did what he did was to get past Ciampa, or to get past Black to get to Ciampa. Makes sense.
Yeah. But surprisingly enough, the match that everybody thought would have been match of the week is Ciampa versus Velveteen. The match that you didn't see.
Yeah, I only watched like the last 5 minutes of it.
Okay.
I saw the first 2 minutes of it, and then I fast forwarded it, and then I watched the last 5 minutes of it. That entrance was fucking A1.
Oh yeah,
the fucking Hollywood Velveteen. Oh god, that was.
Hollywood
thank you for spoiling it for me on Saturday, by the way. I didn't muted our fucking chat all weekend. Yeah, it was cool.
This is my second runner-up or first runner-up. Okay, that match. I think the reason why I'm not picking it over the other, I don't know why I'm not picking it over the other. To be honest,
I need you to help me with that because I've got a bone of contention.
Okay,
we talked about this last week.
Yeah,
Velveteen lost to Black, but he came out on top. Velveteen lost to Cassius Ohno, but he came dressed out like a boxer because he was going to knock him out in 30 seconds or less. Came out looking better in the loss. He came out looking better in a loss against Ricochet because he actually did some flippy dippy stuff that nobody was expecting. But he came out in Prince Puma's clothes.
Yeah.
Velveteen had a match at the last takeover where he was dressed up as Hogan, like Push Me Vince or whatever, against somebody. It's escaping me.
I don't remember.
And then he has this match.
Oh, that was Ricochet. Yeah.
I'm trying to find out, is Velveteen a comedic wrestler? Because if this is a championship match, he should be taken seriously and not pretending to be like someone else. Or is this part of the whole experience?
It's part of the whole experience.
It's part of the experience.
Yeah, that's definitely.
He's a big tribute. I notice. He's a tribute. He's not. There's a difference between parody and tribute.
It's not the greatest song in the world.
Yeah, there's a difference between.
It's not the song that never ends.
Yeah, there's a big difference between parody and tribute. He's tribute. Okay. I don't think he parodies. I think he tributes, and there's a respect factor in what he does.
Okay,
and he uses it. He was doing the leg drops. He was doing, the
figure four on the post.
He was doing what he had to do to pay homage almost to his predecessors, but while still making us enjoy the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah,
I love Velveteen Dream. I'm in. I've been in. I'm staying in. I hope.
Busting a nut in there.
Yeah, I hope. I hope he comes out at the Royal Rumble. I don't think there's anything left for him to do in NXT.
That's weird because I'm worried that the main roster wouldn't know how the fuck to take care of him.
Of course it won't. Of course it won't. But I mean, at this point, you got to shit or get out the pot. You stay in NXT for too long, nobody cares about you anymore.
Can I throw out a hot take?
Yeah.
That's the best I've ever seen Velvet.
I only saw a couple minutes of it.
He's been on a streak though. Again, Aleister, Cassius Ohno, the ladder match, the 6-man ladder match, Ricochet, and then this match.
I thought the best that we've seen of him was against Ricochet because
in a loss against Lars last week on NXT. I thought he was good too.
He did stuff that we didn't think he could do. We didn't think he could hang. In this particular match, he hung. he was well hung against
Ciampa.
against Ciampa.
You know what they say.
Yeah. It's funny because I view him as like this WWE kind of guy that's made by WWE to not be somebody that goes against the indie darlings move for move.
Yeah.
But then he steps up and he does. He did it with Ciampa. He did it with Velveteen. He may do it with somebody else.
Oh,
I mean,
he did it with himself.
he did it with Ricochet.
Yeah.
He did it with himself.
Alistair.
Yeah, like he can.
Dude,
pull
he
the shit off.
puts on classics.
He
He
does.
puts on NXT classics every single takeover.
But then he still does all that fucking weird shit where he's posing and doing the leg drops and doing whatever.
The lowest,
and it's entertaining. It's
the
entertaining.
lowest point I've seen him at, and it's not even his fault, was like the little mini him and EC3 feud. That just didn't work. I got and the best thing that happened about that was a little promo in the fucking at the pool and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That
But
was,
other than that,
yeah. Even then, that was an apartment complex. It wasn't even his house.
yeah, I think it was the same place where like Asuka had done a promo too.
Yeah.
It's
where all the fucking trainees get their free lodging.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I thought those matches were okay.
You know what, man? I don't know why I'm not picking that one over Gargano versus Black. I don't know, but they did so good.
There were moments in that arena where it actually felt like Velveteen was going to win that belt.
I did.
Dude, just being here watching at the end, I told these guys I was mad that he didn't win. I was like, I don't like that ROH indie stuff does that. You do WWE, you watch. You do Stone Cold Stunner. You do whatever. You do the curb stomp, then you do a frog splash. You do whatever. You finish and you fucking win. Indie, you'll do 17 of your finishing moves and you won't win. I hate that.
Yeah.
I call me old school, whatever, dude. I like if you do a finisher, it's in the name. It's in the name. It's a fucking finisher.
It's a fucking finisher. Yeah.
So, dude, he did his Death Valley Driver onto the goddamn concrete, and then did the badass fucking
the Purple Rainmaker.
Purple Rainmaker. Love that fucking name. And
the fact that he missed it on the outside of the rope.
That made up for it. And
the protected win with the DDT on the metal.
Yeah, but the fact that he didn't win after already doing his two is
yeah.
I mean, it makes Ciampa look better, which again, I love Tommaso Ciampa, but I'm still not. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a small thing, but I'm not buying him as a heavyweight champion. I like Tommaso Champion. Kept saying that earlier.
Tommaso Champion.
I like him. I love his character.
You don't buy him as a heavyweight? That's
hold on a second, players.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting this wrong. This ain't the main roster.
Yeah,
it's not the NXT heavyweight championship.
That's what I'm okay
with. It's just the NXT championship.
That's what I'm okay with.
Men's NXT championship.
Yeah, that's
so. No matter if you're 500 pounds or 50.
Yeah, clearly these guys are.
Leo Rush still's got a chance.
Lashley.
These
guys are literal fucking cruiserweights.
Okay.
But whatever.
Oh, you could be wrong.
Yeah.
Or you could be wrong.
Anyway,
Hold on. Robert Miller says this: Pete Dunne wrestled with a foot injury and immediately flew home for the birth of his baby.
Yeah.
That dude is a treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been hurt, and his kid was like days away already.
Oh wow.
Our friend, help me out here. Our friend Scott from Scott asked me earlier in the week, why is Pete Dunne a babyface on NXT America but a heel in NXT Home?
I don't watch. Oh wait, yeah,
NXT UK. He's a straight up dick.
Yeah. I don't know.
He hates his own people.
Yeah. Like Abel with Houston. Undertaker shit, please.
Shawn Michaels.
James Coney Island.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
ACH.
Oh, I love me some ACH.
Dude, if he goes to NXT in January.
Oh fuck, it's over.
Yeah. You look over there. Gush about the women.
That match was great.
Oh, it was.
That match was, if not for the War Games, if not for the War Games, would have been the best match of the night.
Is it because Dakota Kai came out?
Slightly because of Dakota Kai came out, yeah.
Did he give you a little wiggle in the pants?
Gave me a big wiggle. It was big as. That's again. What got me with the cruiserweights is the psychology of the match, the fact that the horsewomen were out there just like sharks, and they cost her the first match. And then the second ball, dude, Kyrie's fucking legit, man.
Oh, Kyrie is legit.
Yeah, but you just forget because she's like the killer with the fucking beautiful smile. Mm-hmm. She's like,
and the pirate hat.
Yeah, you don't take her serious, but she'll cut you.
Yeah,
like she'll
fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, she will cut you. You will and smile on your face while doing it.
Yeah,
she's lethal in that ring, dude. She executes her shit well. She does the one move that I think a lot of people fail at. and I love the way she does the spear. God, I hate the spear. To me, Goldberg spear and nobody else. And Rhino Gore. Charlotte, terrible spear. Roman, god awful spear. Edge, the worst spear I've ever seen in my life.
Oh God, I'm about to kick you out of this apartment.
He hugs you till he might as well belly to belly you. You fucking that's how he does it. I even hear him go like that. That's you know what I mean? That's how he does it. That's his fucking thing. That's how Edge spears. But anyway, I digress.
Just come.
Yeah. So yeah, but her spear reminds me of like Bison's move where he just goes at you like that, or Raiden,
Psycho Crusher,
or Raiden at fucking Mortal Kombat where he just goes like at you like that. That's what she reminds me of. I feel like she gets her whole body because she's so small.
I feel like I'm letting you guys down because I'm the one drinking and I'm just sitting here and he's fucking downing water and acting like he's been out.
It's vodka.
I got more.
But yeah, round 2 was Kyrie and it was great. And I'm just like, wow. I'm watching this and I'm like thinking Shayna's ready for the main roster. Shit, Kyrie's ready for the main roster, but I do not want them anywhere near the main roster.
Yeah.
So like I'm enjoying this one. You know what? I want more of this. And then the 2 horsewomen they were fucking interacting again. Boom! Here comes Dakota Kai, and I was like, hey, woo! And then here comes whatever, and then fucking even better, Io Shirai. Jesus Christ, I get her name so wrong because I think like on her Twitter handle,
fried rice.
Well, no, I think because I think her Twitter handle is Shirai Io, like backwards. Yeah. So I think that's why I always see her.
Because in Japan, you're the last name's first, the first name's last.
Yeah. So that's
Nakamura Shinsuke.
Yeah, that's how I always Shinsuke. So anyway, she comes out, does the most beautiful moonsault.
Yeah, Charlotte's the shame.
It was
made good Charlotte look like bad Charlotte. Fuck.
You going?
I said this last week.
Boy.
I said it last week. I think I was done with Kyrie versus Shayna 1-on-1. So that's why it wasn't high on my list as far as match of the weeks, but it was fucking solid on that card. It was solid. Now I'm ready for 3-on-3.
Oh,
the 3 horsewomen against Kai, Shirai, and
Kawhi.
Yeah, Team Kawhi. Arigato gozaimasu. Yeah.
Y'all fucking racist.
Bling. Racist. I said it correctly.
But yeah.
That's fucking racist.
By the way, she's the Kingslayer.
It's racist because you're not a Street Fighter guy. You're a Tekken guy. So you're doing it specifically to be racist.
Dakota Kai apparently beat Seth Rollins at League of Champions or the League of Nations or whatever the fuck games they were playing.
League of Extraordinary People.
Yes. But yeah, that was a solid.
2 extraordinary names.
God. Who defeated Buddy Murphy next? Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Oh.
Cruiserweight.
All right.
He was back in his rainbow gear for no reason on Monday.
Yeah.
And he was complaining on Twitter that this red gear was slippery.
Yeah. He
busted
his ass. He did the quick going,
and he hated wearing the shirt. That's the one thing that got on my fucking nerves. Why is everybody wearing their fucking shirts? I want to see cleavage.
Yeah, I want to see man cleavage. I'm like, you don't. Yeah, dude. Fuck. I didn't like that. I was like, why are they wearing the shirts like that?
We get it. Yeah. Red versus blue.
Dude, like Nakamura didn't wear blue gear.
Red versus blue, and the winner was black and gold.
Yes. Yeah. But one word that stands out to me in War Games. Bro.
Really?
You like it? I loved it. Dude, I loved everything about it. Because you know why? It felt like I watched fucking Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely.
Okay.
So me and my dad, we walked up. My dad took his family out to my uncle's house. We all fucking they paid. They made barbecue, this and that. Boom, fucking ding, ding, ding.
30 seconds.
Boom, what the fuck? And yeah, dude.
¿Qué pedos esto?
That fucking that knee blam, and just over. And he's on the mic, he's natural. He's so calm.
He's high.
He's high as fuck.
Yeah.
If fucking Crush from Finding Nemo will ever come to light, that's him. Fucking but yeah,
righteous.
Yeah,
righteous.
He's fucking like I think he's just smooth, dude. I love it. I love it.
He's definitely better at playing the character than RVD was.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly because I think he's like a Cali guy, isn't he?
So is RVD.
So was RVD.
I thought RVD was like from like Massachusetts or something.
No, you're right.
Yeah, he's a East Sider guy.
No, he's somewhere up north.
Yeah.
like Minnesota or something.
Yeah, so it was harder for him to do that. He's
Yeah.
more of like the kind of guy.
Yeah.
This guy's like,
Because he has
It's
the
hard
MMA
to-
back.
one besides, you know.
Mhm.
Man, that's it for everything.
So then, what was exactly your pick?
Oh yeah, what was your match of the week pick?
You picked.
Cruiserweights, and I'm lobbying
You
for that
picked-
for match of the
I
year.
picked Ese negrito. What's his name? Aleister Black.
He's not. Neither one of them was black.
I know. Gargano versus Black. That's my pick. You? Today?
I might. I think I'm going with Lesnar versus Bryan.
Ooh.
Again, the only match that made me feel something genuine,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't a feeling I wanted to feel.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah. But that's a pick 'em, dude. Though I had at least 4 matches that could have been my match of the week.
Yeah, man.
This was a
good weekend.
This was a spoil of riches, or what's that term?
Embarrassment of riches.
Embarrassment
There
of
you go,
riches.
thank
There was
you.
a lot of good shit going on.
English is hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's the alcohol. So we have 4 weeks until the end of the year.
Right.
5.
Correct. Yes.
Shut up. Really?
So
Jesus.
Battle Creek, Michigan. Thank you, Robert.
we need help.
That's where he was from.
We need help because I don't trust that neither one of you some bitches are gonna watch all 10 matches. On our match of the year
I'm
list.
still lobbying. There should be 11, but
And we still could have 11. We got another month.
I'm just saying
So
the
what-
cruiserweights need to be on there.
So what we're gonna do
We already have a cruiser match.
is we're gonna let the humans out there help us whittle it down.
What the fuck are you doing?
For those papers,
Yeah.
those matches.
Pick a
You
number.
just dropped something.
Oh, I dropped a couple.
Dumbass. I don't know if I want to have anything left up to chance when it comes to the match of the year.
Yeah.
Are we watching
doing?
all
What are we
10
doing?
matches or what? Or do we need to whittle this list down?
What are you? Tell me what you're trying to do
So
here.
we're trying to. I'm gonna narrow some of these down.
So
we're gonna have- No,
I don't want to take any of them out before watching them.
but are you gonna watch them?
Sure.
Yeah.
You sure about this?
I'd rather say that I'm going to watch them than like pick them at random.
Yeah.
Is
We're
that
gonna-
you have the
No,
matches in
no,
here?
we're
We're
not
going to pick a
picking them.
match.
No, we're picking the brackets for our listeners to whittle down for us.
Oh, brackets are even worse because some matches will get fucked.
That's the point. There's 9 matches. There's 9 matches in here.
Okay.
I
We're
don't
gonna
want
do
to
them in
anoint a
groups of
match that
3.
I don't believe in. So I would say no. I say just watch the matches and say fuck it.
That's easy for you to say right now, but you've been DOA for a couple of weeks, and we need you here to do one of these days. So
Fair.
we need to have a commitment on air,
And bro, that's like 7 hours worth of wrestling
Yeah,
that we need
that's
to
fair.
watch.
and then at least
like,
2 hours of a podcast for the end of the year.
that's a whole
So,
goddamn day.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And as it gets closer to due date, I'll probably be here less too. So no. I'll commit. Once the baby shower's over
You heard it.
in early December.
That's one.
Oh yeah, as long as I can figure out my work schedule, I'm
Mhm.
down. This is a yearly tradition of
Yeah,
yeah.
we got
All
it.
right.
It'll be done.
So there you go. 10 matches so far.
All
For
he had
match
to
of
do
the
was
year.
threaten us with like, having us pick some bullshit we
It's
didn't
like-
want
It
to
isn't.
anyway.
It isn't threatening.
It's like-
It's you letting them know that
Like
they don't.
raise
You don't. They
advantage.
don't
Yeah, I'm
want. You
gonna
don't
go
want them
somewhere
to
else. I'll give you
choose.
another quarter.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I've been looking for another job. Well, stay. Here's some more money. Okay.
Our match of the year list as of now:
Oh fuck.
Jericho versus Omega,
Oh, that could get
US
taken off
title.
right now.
Gargano versus Almas from Takeover Philly, Golden Lovers versus Young Bucks Strong Style, Gargano versus Ciampa unsanctioned from New Orleans Takeover, Murphy Alexander the first match 205 Live Cruiserweight title, Omega versus Okada 4 2 out of 3 falls. Mil Muertes, Phoenix, Jeremiah Crane, 3-way to the
I don't
grave.
even know what the fuck you just said there.
That's why you need to come over and watch it.
That's my pick.
Ciampa versus Black, NXT title from NXT television. Omega versus Ibushi from the G1 Climax. And then the triple threat, Ibushi, Cody, Kenny Omega, world title triple threat from Kings of Pro Wrestling that happened in October.
Bro,
No WWE.
that's
main
what I was about to
roster.
say. We have no main roster.
Well,
WWE
except
stuff.
for-
And that goes
Well,
back to what
cruiserweights,
we've
yeah.
been talking to the last couple of weeks, me specifically, that this isn't the main roster is not my wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
And it's being reflected.
It's a
Like
show.
for the most part,
It's a show.
yeah, for the most part,
However, a match that we're gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna put it on the match of the week because of all the shit that happened. But if Takeover hadn't happened, and if maybe Survivor Series happened, and this is a regular week, on match of the week pick would have been the Lucha House Party versus the Andersons.
Oh, and that Lucha House Rules 3-on-2,
dude, it was a good ass match. Go back and watch it.
It was nice.
A surprisingly very good match.
So it was basically, if you measure them all up, it was 2-on-2.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
Wow.
But
if you like stack them up with a fucking trench coat around them,
yeah,
like...
I'm just saying, like Raw, they purposely mess up their fucking things. Because one thing we didn't touch on is obviously this keeps your wet dream of live for Ronda versus Charlotte at WrestleMania,
and that's the part that bummed me out the most. It's like you're still putting this emphasis on Charlotte when we did. Even now, Charlotte was great. The turn was unexpected. Her promo on SmackDown was okay, but at the end of the day, I don't want Charlotte.
No,
I want Becky. The fans wanted Becky.
Wait, this might have been the best thing ever. For one, we didn't get to see Becky get squashed by Ronda Rousey this week.
True.
Two, assuming she would have.
Two, you can still have Ronda versus Becky, Ronda versus Charlotte without the detriment of Becky losing. Why, you ask? I'll tell you why. Royal Rumble, Charlotte can win and challenge Ronda. Just like Asuka won and challenged Charlotte.
Yeah, but I don't want Charlotte versus Ronda at WrestleMania. I don't
give a fuck about them two anymore. Becky's the man.
Yeah, I want Becky versus Ronda main eventing WrestleMania.
Ronda doesn't deserve Becky.
It's not about Ronda.
Well, who does
Becky deserves it.
Exactly.
Who does deserve Becky?
Nobody yet.
So you want Becky wrestle herself in a mirror match?
5 months until WrestleMania. Hold your tits.
I told Abel.
Somebody will ascend.
I told Abel in one of these last 30 weeks you weren't here that we need to have Becky on camera every week, like Steve Austin in '97, stuttering people to remind us.
Yeah.
So they started by Charlotte doing the promos like, I beat the shit out of Ronda because that's what Becky would have wanted.
Yeah.
They need to keep reminding us about Becky, not like reminding us about Roman's cancer, reminding us that Becky's still like the shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I want Becky to be the last match at WrestleMania against fucking Ronda Rousey. And if it's not going to happen, that's the equivalent of Daniel Bryan not main eventing WrestleMania because they wanted fucking Batista versus Randy fucking Orton.
Can I put on a tinfoil hat?
Sure.
What if they didn't change the booking at all for how Becky versus Ronda
was going to be? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Becky was going to lose that way the same way by whoopage.
Gone fucking ham on them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The entire time. That could have been the whole damn booking anyway, except they just said, well, fuck it. We don't want to rewrite everything. So just take out
A, put in B.
Put in B. Let's plug in that one. Oh, that means we have to turn Charlotte heel.
No.
So let's turn her heel. Fuck it. Because I don't know. Charlotte and Becky, once Becky comes back, both being heel, ruling SmackDown 2 heels? I don't know about that.
Against the invading 4 horsewomen of MMA that's supposed to be a face because Ronda's the face, even though the other 3 are evil.
Heels. Yeah, I don't know. Really, I mean, I guess
fucking Raw versus SmackDown all over again.
I guess you could turn Sasha and Bailey and have them be the 4 horsewomen.
I don't care about Sasha or Bailey anymore.
But if it's going to be 4-on-4, it needs to be 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the other 2? If it's the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen,
ain't Ellsworth anymore. I'll tell you.
God damn.
These girls are too old for Ellsworth.
Yes, this is true.
Idea. SummerSlam when it was 7 versus 7 against the Nexus, and the number 7 was a person that used to be in the Nexus, Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
What if to combat the 4 horsewomen of MMA, you add on your team the one pro wrestler that helped train the horsewomen in wrestling? Why not put Natty in there? Charlotte, Becky, Natty. Sure.
Sweat blah.
Because we're done for the week.
Are we? Somebody's got to drive all the way
to Katie Brothers.
Yeah, fucking fault is that.
This guy. All right. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Cruiserweights got robbed.
They didn't get robbed. They did very well.
This is the one week that I was hoping a main roster match would get put on the list. Nothing. This ain't the year.
No, that's a 205.
Wait, you just said it. The reason you voted 205
on Survivor Series, which is on the main roster.
Is it on Raw?
205 match?
Is it Cruiserweights on Raw?
Cruiserweights are on.
Is it on SmackDown? So it's not the main roster. It's not on Raw. It's not on SmackDown. Nah, you're wrong too.
Ah.